Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, I'd like to talk with you about the clip bin, and in particular, how to prepare the clip bin and the timeline for a brand new recording coming up, and what happens after a recording, and how you gather things in the clip bin in preparation for editing a recording. So, let's begin at the end of a recording, actually. Here we are with the clip bin full of stuff and the timeline full of stuff. We have a mess. If we did a recording now, it would just be added to this existing recording and it would be craziness. So what you do when you're done with the recording, you save it if you want to, or need to, I should say, and then you go ahead and click New Project. And what it'll do is it'll clear everything. Your timeline will be clear. Your clip bin is empty. Now, after you get done with the recording and you save it as a TREC file, Camtasia is automatically going to throw you into the editor with that TREC file in the clip bin and down on the timeline. Let's go ahead and get it into the clip bin. I'll show you how to do it manually if you're at this point and you want to start editing instead of doing a recording. Let's go ahead and import media. It's so important, and you use this function so much that you can actually get to it from right here on the speed bar, and maybe we should do that. I'm going to go down and I'm going to import media. Let's get a TREC file from a previous recording. It doesn't matter what it is, we're not going to watch it. And here it is. It's now in the clip bin, ready to be edited. Although not quite, because it's not on the timeline. Things in the clip bin are things that you can throw onto the timeline. If I want to edit this, I bring it down to the timeline, maybe to track 1. And here's the track ready to be edited. Now, if I want to accumulate more media, for instance, one of the things that I often put up in front of a track is my course logo. I would go ahead and I would do import media again. I'd come down to logo, where I would bring in the MP4 file. You can see that my logo is a fully produced MP4 production, whereas the recording that I brought in earlier is actually a TREC file. Now there's different things that you can do with these depending on what they are, so it stores them as different categories. Videos are usually pretty much done. You don't want to be mucking with them much, although you can mess with them actually. As opposed to TREC files where you can actually go and mess with the mouse, whether it shows or not, and all of these things. Okay, the other thing you might want to bring in is audio to lay over the top. Once again, to do that, you just import media. Okay, and here's some audio that I found. I can bring that in, and it classifies that as audio. All of these are things that I can drag down to the timeline to start playing with them and manipulating them. Here's the audio track that I lay over my existing audio track for the recording, and now I have two things playing. I can tone down the music so it's in the background, my voice is in the foreground. You gather all of these resources that you're going to be using here in the clip bin, and then drag them down to start editing them on the timeline by stacking them in tracks.